We've never won it. It's the Parlay to Paradise. Last year, it was a 9-team parlay that we played every single week and never won. So we scaled it down to a 5-team parlay. Tyler makes 2 picks. They can be pro or college. I make 2 picks. They can be pro or college. And then we bring in a special guest to make their celebrity pick to join us as well. Last week, not awful. And that really is the bar that we've set around here these days. Not awful. How do you feel?
Denver, loved that. That was my best bet on Sunday's Daily Wager. Can't believe Ohio State, the way they looked in that first quarter against Tulsa. It was like a 6-3 game.
I like the analysis. Yeah, you're in a big bounce back spot there. You got to look good. They look terrible.
If I would have gone with my other college pick, Iowa under, which is an absolute banger, I would have been at least 2-0. Yeah, Pittsburgh, Las Vegas. You had a lot of investment.
Pittsburgh got me everywhere. And I want to spite them by betting against them this week.
Good job, Anita.
That's what I should not be doing. Anita steps in. She handles the business as expected. Very nicely done. So we will not be cashing in on that. So it's time to focus on this week's picks. Your 2. Floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, I'm staying on Saturday for both picks because I don't love the Sunday NFL card. I don't love it. I don't like it.
It's a tough week.
You know this. Daddy loves betting against the Kansas Jayhawk football program.
Here we go.
Love, love, love. Now, this would be a great matchup on the hardwood, perhaps, but no, we're playing on the gridiron here. So I will lay 16 with the Duke Blue Devils at home against the Kansas Jayhawks, who are 1-2 this season, but they barely beat a South Dakota FCS team. They didn't cover that. They didn't cover against Coastal Carolina, and they didn't cover against Baylor. They are 0-3 ATS. They're one of the worst FBS programs in football, one of the worst of the last couple of decades. So I will ride a Duke team that has a really good offense, top 15 in total yards, rush yards per game. David Cutcliffe can obviously coach him up on that side of the ball. Kansas's defense is awful, so I love the mismatch of a good offense on Duke, a bad defense on Kansas, just a bad program there at Kansas. I'll lay the 16 with the Duke Blue Devils, especially at home. And then, again, I should have used this last week, but it's been a printing press. Iowa is 11-2, Joe, to the under at Kinnick Stadium since 2019, including 3-0 to the under in every single game they've played this season. They are an under machine because they have a great defense, a dominant offensive line that allows them to milk the clock and run the football and keep away from the opposition. So 44.5, it's a low number, but it's Big Ten football, baby, so I will go under that.
Because we are aligned on this parlay together, I will root for those picks. But I will also be very clear, I don't really want to watch those games. I don't want to watch either one of those.
I didn't say I was going to watch them.
This isn't a great week for college football matchups, to be completely honest with you. I will start in college with a game that many of you probably don't want to watch either, but it's Army laying 8 against Miami of Ohio. This game is going to come down to what happens in the trenches, where Army has a sizable advantage. Did you know the Army Black Knights are the 3rd-ranked rushing attack in all of college football, averaging 331 rushing yards per game?
I did not know.
Also, did you know the Miami Redhawks rank 109th in opponent yards per rushing attempt?
I did not know.
Not good. If you're a Miami, Ohio alum, better associated with the organization in some loose affiliation sort of way, not good. Army has been fantastic this season. They're 3-0. They're averaging 44 points per game, and the offense is holding the ball 41 minutes a game, which keeps the defense fresh. Very tough to game plan for the triple option. It's going to be Army -8, play number 1. Play number 2, we will go to the National Football League. Under 46 points, Bears, Browns. Justin Fields making his debut. Great spot for him, Nagy. Great spot on the road at Cleveland against that pass rush. Fantastic. He's playing behind a terrible offensive line on an offense that ranks 31st in yards per play. So he's got nothing at his disposal to help him. Meanwhile, here comes Cleveland. A, they want to run the football. B, they're missing Jarvis Landry, one of their top wide receivers. I don't see it being a very explosive Cleveland passing attack. Lean on Nick Chubb, lean on Kareem Hunt. Do what you need to do, grind the clock. Under 46 feels solid here. You kind of want to play the Browns, but without Jarvis Landry, the Browns have been a little iffy this year.
Odell Beckham will be back, though, making his return from the ACL injury. So
and as we know, that somehow hurts Baker Mayfield's numbers, believe it or not. All right, so that's 2 from my man, 2 from me. Field Yates, ESPN NFL insider, reporter, host. He does it all. He's got the guest pick this week. Field, what do you got for us?
Now, I know it's a big number. The Ravens favored by 8 points over the Lions in week 3. But you can't tell me that this Ravens team, coming off of a confidence-boosting win on Sunday night against the Chiefs, is going to fall flat against the Lions, who are so undermanned right now, personnel-wise, especially on defense. Lamar Jackson looked like a potential MVP once again in Week 2. I expect that to be the game that we look back upon as a turning point for the Ravens season. I love them in a major way in Week 3.
A lot of blue in that background. A lot of blue. So how do you feel? Take a look at it. $2,148.58. You can keep the chains. I'll keep the bills. We'll go from there.
Doesn't seem fair, but I love it. Love the board we put together there with our buddy Field Yates.
How many of those games do you want to watch? That is
I'm going to watch Cleveland-Chicago. I'm going to watch Cleveland-Chicago just for the Justin Fields.
Yeah, that is going to be very, very interesting.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.